Yil Prishta Om Vishnupad Stotra Satya Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Parivrajacharya Stotra Satya Shrimad Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Shri Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Swarup Damodara Ramananda Ki Jai. Namacharya Shila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Ishvara Puripat Ki Jai. Madhavendra Puripat Ki Jai. Shri Navadvip Mandal Ki Jai. Vraj Mandal Ki Jai. Kshetra Mandal Ki Jai. Shri Chandrika Kunj Hastings Ki Jai. Shri Radha Madana Mahanju Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Samagata Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Itai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Gurave Gurachandraya Radhikaye Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tad Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyavacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. Anandalilamaya Vigrahaya Mabadivacha Visundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. Nityananda Namastubhyam Premananda Pradayane Kalo Kalmashanashaya Jannavapataye Namaha. Ajanalambita Pujo Kanakavadato Sankirtanaya Kapitaro Kamalaya Taksho Vishwambaro Dvijavaro Jugadharma Palo Vande Jagat Priya Karo Karunavataro Kanakajala Dagatro Nilashonab Janetro Mrigamadavara Balo Malati Kundamala Tarala Taruna Vesho Nila Pitambaresho Smarani Britani Kunje Radhika Krishna Chandro Tavaivasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya radhe tvam nayamam charanantike. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. First of all, my unlimited Dandavat Pranams to the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev, Nitya Prishtam Vishnupad Astutra Satya Shishimad, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, Shiksha Gurudeva Sam Vishnupad Astutra Satya Shishimad, Bhaktivedanta Madhusudan Goswami Maharaj, Shrimati Krishna Priya Thakurani, also to Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga, to Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the root of all inspiration of Sri Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga, also to dear devotees in Chandrika Kunja, the new abode in Hastings, our merciful hosts, doing seva in the kitchen, just now coming. So devotees who have come, the traditional team, close team. So I was requested to continue with the teachings of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu today. Was a class, as we say in Russian, from the ship to the ballroom. You know, we come from the ship direct to the ballroom, then you can imitate some dancing. So I tried to dance. I was trying yesterday, forgetting shlokas and trying to fight jet lag online. So, but today, also yesterday we had a completely new person. Fatma, can you hear us? Maybe you can. I don't know. So I had to adapt everything at every step. So today I will speak whatever I wanted to speak yesterday, with no adaptation. So the raw material you can adapt within your devotional stomachs, whatever. So Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakura has stated in one shlok the essence of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. You want to sit here? No. Okay, no problem. You can sit anyway. So, aradhyo bhagavan vrajesa-tanayas tadhama vrindavanam ramya kachidupasana vrajavadu vargyanaya kalpita Srimad Bhagavatam pramanamamalam prema pumartamahan Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu matamidam tatradharana para. So, all devotees, Gurudev was saying, should learn this shloka. So, please try to learn tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow evening we'll continue. We will speak tomorrow at length on some of the subjects which are certainly related to Bhajana Rahasya. We were very nicely this morning discussing with Asim Prabhu about Bhajana Rahasya, which is the Bible for the whole mass of devotees of Srimati Radhika. We were singing the song dedicated to Srimati Radhika. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada was saying, we're mostly Shaktas. We're not Karshna, it's too much. Like, we are on Srimati Radhika's side. That's why it's very essential for us to know the internal mood of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So yesterday we were saying that Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu had external and internal reasons for his appearance. So there are 4, actually. We can say 2, like roughly, but actually there are 4. So if we say in general, then Premarasa Niryas Kariti Asvadan Ragamarga Bhakti Lotke Kariti Pracharan Rasika Shakara Krishna Paramakarun Edu Heta Hoite Ichara Udgam. So Krishna, Rasika Shakara, the relisher of all rasa, has come as Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu in order to Premarasa Niryas, to understand the Niryas means the essence of Premarasa. Premarasa means the sweet taste of his relationship with his eternal devotees. First of all, Srimati Radhika. First of all, we know. So, Premarasa Niryas Karite Aswadan. Aswadan means to taste. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying. Raga Marga Loki Karite Pracharan. So, for the Loki, for the people, Samsara Davana Lalida Loka. So, those people are diving in Samsara, the drowning in samsara, in the ocean of birth and death. Ragamarga Bhakti. He has come to introduce Ragamarga, the path of, what is Raga? Spontaneous devotion, right? So Vaidhi Bhakti and Raganuga Bhakti, there are 2. You've heard them. Vaidhi means rules and regulations, which is inevitable in the beginning. And then Raganuga means spontaneous, yeah. So if you want to play any game, for example, football, like you study rules. First you study rules, quite boring, quite boring. But when you start playing, actually, you see that those rules bring very special taste into the game. So no rules, chaos, absurd. So you have to abide by the rules. Then the game will become very, very interesting. So, but then within those rules, you go so deep that you become virtuoso. You become Ronaldo, and you can score goals, and people forget about rules. So that is spontaneous footballing, right? And spontaneous hariboling means spontaneous devotion. Means you say haribol and you cry and you fall unconscious. So Mahaprabhu was like that. He was spontaneously Hare Krishna and Hare Krishna Tyuchai. He was falling unconscious. He was shouting Krishna, Krishna, Krishna in the mood of Srimati Radhika. So we were quoting yesterday. Kaviraj Goswami is starting Chaitanya Charitamrita with the verse which is the very beginning, one of the 14 main shlokas of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. So, Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima Kidrishava Neva Swadena Adbhutamadharima Kidrishava Madhya Sokyam Chasimanoduvatam Kidrisham Vitilo Bhattad Bhavadya Samajani Sachigarbha Sindhu Harindo. So, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that Krishna who was in Goloka Vrindavan, having returned after his sojourn to this material world at the end of Dwapara Yuga, 5,250 something. Pujapad Madhusudan Maharaj said exactly the date. Years ago, Krishna came, Janmashtami Day. You remember? The figures, some bad mathematician always forget things. So 5,200 something something years ago. Maybe somebody can help me in chat, those who remember. So exact, I think, anyway, I think it doesn't matter, so I have to be exact. In mathematics, Sadhu Maharaj is not exemplary mathematician. So, so, so he was, when he finished his sojourn, he was in Goloka Vrindavana, and he was thinking that I cannot understand what Srimati Radhika has in her heart, that I can feel that her love for me is millions of times greater than mine to her. And I want to realize that. So he wanted to taste Premaras Niryas. That's why he came. But actually he understood that he has 3 unfulfilled desires. Radha, what's that? Shri Radhaya Pranaya Mahima. What is the greatness of Srimati Radhika's love? Pranaya Mahima. Kidrishava Naiva. He wanted to understand. Adbhuta Madhurima. What is the astonishing sweetness of my own qualities? Krishna was thinking, like a sugar doll. Sugar doll is standing alone and is not cognizant, doesn't know what's the sweetness of, what is her sweetness, his own. So that's why a relisher is needed. Relisher, some person who purchases and starts tasting that sweetness. Then that person can write a poem about the sweetest, whatever. Oh, sweetest sweet, the Gurudev was saying, sweetest sweet. So that is Srimati Radhika, who can relish Krishna, his wonderful qualities. Actually, Krishna's qualities come from whom? From her. Because she's Gunamala. Gunamala, she's the garland of qualities, the ocean of qualities. That's why Krishna has qualities. Those who are on Srimati Radhika's side, they know. She is everything. Even Gurudev was saying, Krishna didn't lift Giriraj Govardhan, that was Radhika. Because Krishna left Giriraj Govardhan on his leftish finger. On his left pinky. The leftmost part of his body, that is Radhika. Radhika came from Krishna's left side, Balaram from right side, Radhika from left side. That's why Radhika, so much on Srimati Radhika, so much Gurudev. So we see from Srimati Radhika's side everything through her prism. And the first one who is doing that is who? Krishna, Chandra, Swayam Bhagavan. Without Radhika, Krishna is not Swayam Bhagavan. Yeah. And the third one, the third desire was what happiness she is feeling when she's relishing his transcendental qualities. So, when Narada told Vyasadeva to be absorbed in trance and to realize Bhagavatam, then he dove into trance. Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranhite male apashyat purusham purnam. Then he realized Purusham Purnam, Purushottama, the Supreme Personality. Why? Why was that Purushottama? Gurudev was saying because Radhika was near. So he saw Radhika next to Krishna. And then he saw also Maya Devi, Maya, Upahritam, Maya, who was like a shadow of Srimati Radhika, and Maya Devi, Durga. He saw how Maya captures the jivas in the material world. So we're speaking a little bit this morning about how Maya holds us here. So he saw everything. Why? Because Radhika gave him mercy. That's why he could write Srimad Bhagavatam. And he came to Vrindavan actually to write Srimad Bhagavatam 10th canto, Radhika's abode. There's a place as you go around Vrindavan, when you make the right turn from Mathura Road, there's a road towards Mathura, and you make a right turn at that point. There was some type of booth before. So that's to commemorate the place where Vyasadeva was sitting. He was sitting there, and he was writing the 10th canto in Vrindavan. So as he was sitting there, he was realizing all the imports of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the juice of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu was relishing that. He was very, very deeply immersed in Radha Bhav. Yeah. So he took Srimati Radhika's Bhava and Kanti. Bhava means mood and Kanti means bodily hue, color, golden. So Krishna became covered. That is Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So now, closer to the shlok, we'll discuss that at length. Aradhyo bhagavan vrajesa-tanayas. So our worship of the Lord is vrajesa-tanayas, means the son of the king of Vraj. Vraja Isha means the ruler, sit properly, the king of Vraj, who is Nanda Baba, Nanda Maharaj. So Krishna is Nanda Nandan. He is the son of Nanda Maharaj, Nanda Baba. And he is Radhanath, Radhavallabh, Radhakanta, so many names. He is a beloved of Radha. So those names, there are so many names of Krishna, Mukhya and Gona. Mukhya means main ones, Gona means secondary. Secondary Gona names, they deal with creation. Jagat Karta, the supporter of all universe, of all worlds. Jagatpati, Purushottam, so many. But the sweet names, which are related to his beloved devotees, especially Krishna is never alone, they are mukhya, they are most important. So when we chant our Gayatri mantra, those who have a Gopal mantra you also have. Krishna, we say Krishna first. Okay, this is general. Govinda, oh, this is more interesting. Krishna becomes listening. Govinda. But Gopijana Vallabha, when you say, oh, Krishna will be, obedient to you in due time. Now we have to be obedient to Krishna, no? Radha and Krishna. It's Gopijana Vallabha. Oh, yes, he who is the most darling of the gopis, Gopijana, the gopi community, gopis community, gopis circle at Rasa dance. He is Gopinath. So in the Gayatri mantra, Govinda, Madana Mohan, Govinda and Gopinath. Krishna is Madana Mohan, Govinda is the deity of Abhideya, means the process of devotion. And finally, Gopi Janavallabha, when we say, or Gopinath, that is the deity of Prayojana. Prayojana means the sweet goal, that is Krishna Prema. And who is that Krishna Prema? Srimati Radhika. She is Bhakti Devi. Yeah? So in Sadhu Sangha we do what? Satam prasanga mamavirya samvido, Kapila Dev is saying. Hrit karna rasayana katha. So when you hear Srimad Bhagavatam in the association of devotees, in the line of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, then you realize what? Bhakti, Rati, and Bhakti, Atmani, Ratim Bhaktim Anukramishati. Yeah, so you go through sadhana, through bhava, and through prema. Through sadhana, through regulated devotional service, and through bhava, through ecstatic devotional service, and through prema, through pure devotional service, which is supreme attainment. So Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu has given all that. He has given Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojana, the understanding of all tattvas, all established truths. Then Abhideya, the process of devotion. Through Srila Rupa Goswami, he gave that in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Ujjvala Nilamani, Srila Rupa Goswami has written all that. And Prayojana, finally, the highest goal. Everything explained. So, Aradhyo Bhagavan vrajesa-tanayas. So first of all, while studying a Sambandha Tattva, all the knowledge of relationship with Krishna, we have to understand that Krishna, our Lord, is vrajesa-tanaya. Directly, he is the son of Vrajesha. Means who is Vrajesha? King of Vraj, Nanda, not Vasudeva. Not Anakundundubi Vasudeva from Mathura, no. Although he is certainly son of Vasudeva and Prakosht in a manifestation of. That's why he's Vasudeva Krishna. Yeah, that's why we're very careful with this Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya mantra. You know, so we can speak like in the beginning, everything is okay, but then when advanced level of devotion, then we're very cautious. Vasudeva. He is Nandanandan Krishna for us. Yeah. So, vrajesa-tanaya. Yeah, not Ramachandra, not Lord Narayan. Okay, Gurudev was joking. What's Hanuman doing in Vraj? What's he doing? Everywhere, at every step. We have nothing against Hanuman. Hanuman ki jai. But please, not in Vraj. You know what are you doing there? You start Govardhan Parikrama Hanuman. Okay, Radhe Radhe. Before he was not there. Now they put everything in. Hodgepodge, kishmish, what's that? Yeah. What's it called? Yes. So we have to be very, very devoted, naturally devoted, because when we receive Diksha especially, like even Gopal, I think all of you have Gopal, you have just Harinam. Okay, anyway, matter of future. So we receive certain rules, how to chant. So that is subject which is discussed in Bhajana Rahasya. Mantra, what's that? The rules for chanting. So one of the rules is your Ishtadev, you have to know very, very clearly to whom your mantra is dedicated. When you chant Brahma Gayatri, boys, for full Diksha, chant Brahma Gayatri, then immediately you meditate while chanting Brahma Gayatri, then all other mantras, especially Gopala and Kama Gayatri. Yes, because Kama Gayatri is discussed in Sri Caitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, and Krishna is discussed there, having 24.5 moons, all of his face, 24.5. Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakura could not understand what is the half moon. What is the half moon? Half of the moon. Yeah. Could not understand. So he wanted to drown himself in Radhakunda. You know, stupid people, they jump off buildings, they go and drown themselves for some broken heart, you know, some nonsense. But pure Vaishnavas, they cannot understand this, you know. The great devotee of Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakura. So Radhika came and saved him at night. He became a bit drowsy towards the morning. So she came and said, "Hey, Vishwanath, wake up. You know, go to such and such Shastra, Rasika Shastra, you can read. What is half syllable?" So he was thinking, is it that Krishnadas Kaviraj was mistaken? No, I cannot understand. Logically, it doesn't go together, you know. Jigsaws don't go together. So, okay, against logic. So, oh, here. Impossible, possible, impossible. Agatana. Pratiyasya Shakti, Krishna can do impossible, possible. So he went and he found that half syllable, ya, half syllable before another syllable. So that ya syllable is considered to be half moon. So then his life was saved.
This is Gopal Mantra.
No, this is Kama Gayatri. Kama Gayatri, which is explained by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Sanatana Shiksha. Mahaprabhu explained to Srila Sanatana Goswami. You can see in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So that Krishna, that's what I'm saying, not Ramachandra. Like if in the morning we sing something for Krishna, then for Ramachandra, then for Hanuman, then for Lord Narayana, Om Namo Narayana, something. Vasudeva, like general bhajans Indian people are singing, then we sing that. Vasudeva, many things. And something for Lord Shiva, also possible. So then we're in complete hodgepodge. Then we don't know where we're going. I have some ticket in my pocket, but you take any plane, no problem. You can fly here, then you can cancel on the way, and by mystic mantra you can return to the same airport, board another plane, and then so you have to be very, how to say, one-pointed, so one-pointedness. Then you become one-pointed, and then you achieve your goal. So vrajesa-tanayas, Tadhama Vrindavanam. Whose abode is Vrindavan? So very wonderful glorification of Vrindavan by Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati. Vrindavana Mahimamrita. That's an amazing book, completely amazing. If you read this book, you fall in love with Vrindavan. You'll never be able to do without Vrindavan. So he's writing, "Oh Mother Vrindavan, I'm your disobedient child. Mother Vrindavan, I'm your disobedient child. I've committed so many sins. I'm shameless, and I'm continuing to commit them while residing here. But in the same way as while falling on the ground, you, in order to stand up, take shelter of the same ground. I have nowhere to go. I have the shelter in you, O Mother Vrindavan. And I am remaining here, so please forgive me. Please let me stay here. Let me stay, let me stay, let me stay." That is Vrindavana Vasa. That's the feeling towards Vrindavan. So Krishna is in Vrindavan. That is his abode. And Krishna is not alone for sure, because Gurudev was always saying that Radhika is there. Nobody says Krishna, Krishna in Vrindavan. Everybody says Radhe, Radhe. So she's Vrindavaneshwari. And Vrindavan is made of Shrimati Radhika. There's one verse today, I cannot quote it. Unfortunately, I don't remember. This was a brilliant verse by Prabhupada Saraswati Pat. How Vrindavan is made of Shrimati Radhika. Vallarike. Anyway, Shrimati Radhika is personally maintaining Vrindavan by every leaf, every flower. She's there. She is the main gardener, and she is the main decoration, and she is in each and every tree, in each and every leaf, in each and every flower, each and every fruit, each and every speck of dust. She is there. So that's why this verse by Srila Prabhupada Saraswati Pad, if you want, I can still try to. Yeah, no, it's from different Shastra. Okay, I have to restart my folio, unfortunately. Okay. Gurudev was saying, don't look into your papers when you speak, so I have to follow. But now my program is just going mad. So, yes, so related to that, okay, still working, no problem. Related to that, Tadhama Vrindavana Ramerkachitapasana Vrajavadu Vargenava Kalpita. So, the best service, the highest service someone ever performs is the service of the gopis in Vrindavan to Krishna. So nobody serves like the gopis. Srila Ramananda, while answering the questions by Mahaprabhu, while discussing the glories of Radha Tattva, while discussing the topmost limits of Prema Tattva, Vilasa Tattva, Prema Vilasa Vivarta, when he discussed that, then at the end, he discussed Gopi Anugatya, how it is important to be in the Anugatya, in the guidance of the gopis. So Mahaprabhu, by hearing that, he said, oh, "Oh, Rai, what you have discussed is sufficient. I'm so happy to hear. You describe the topmost limit of sadhyavastu, means goal, topmost limit, ultimate object of attainment, prema bhakti. The mood of gopis, the mood of Radhika, Radha Tattva, Prema Tattva, Vilasa Tattva you discussed. However, what is the sadhana to attain that? What is the path to attain?" Then Ramananda, in great meekness, said, "I'm just speaking dull, I just can repeat something like a parrot. Myself, I'm not able to discern what is good and bad. So actually you are speaking through my mouth." And then Mahaprabhu, through Rai Ramananda, started explaining that it is not possible to achieve that sadhyavastu, that highest goal, without following the gopis of Srimati Radhika. Not possible. Therefore, we have to accept gopi anugatya. Participation in these pastimes develops only through following the gopis. This is not empty sound. Please don't consider it irrelevant. No, because we have been initiated into this process. How to follow the gopis. We hear Harikatha in Vrindavan during Kartik, which is totally about the gopis, actually by the gopis, about the gopis and the gopis' love for Krishna. The glories of Srimati Radhika, that's what we hear in Vrindavan during Kartik. And that is the highest Harikatha you can hear at any moment, at any time, at Kartik and Vrindavan. That's why Kartik is so important. This Harikatha can be heard mostly during Kartik. Purushottam month maybe, but mostly Purushottam is glorification of Krishna. Radhika is pleased, but Krishna is very pleased when Radhika is being glorified during Kartik. So in Gita Govinda, Sri Jayadev Goswami is saying, "Vibhurapi sukha rupa swaprakashopi bhava kshanamapi nahi radha krishna yarite sva pravahati rasa pushtim chid vibhutir nivesha shraitina padamasam ka sakinam rasagya." So Shri Radha and Krishna's bhavas, transcendental ecstatic relationship, are self-manifest and limited and composed on complete ecstasy. But without sakis, without Srimati Radhika's dasis, her maidservants, it's not possible to experience that great rasa, because they are experiencing the topmost limit of that rasa, and they're so merciful. They come to this material world and they disseminate that mood. So Srila Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari, Raghunath Das Goswami, Rati Manjari, Sanatana Goswami, Labanga Manjari, Jiva Goswami, Vilasa Manjari, Shri Raghunath Bhatta, Raghunath Das. So they are doing that. They have done that. So they are non-different from Srimati Radhika at all. They are as if the little buds on the golden vine. Srimati Radhika is golden vine going around Tamal tree, the trunk of Tamal tree, which is black, that is Krishna. And they're going around along with the vine. And when very graciously they swing by the wind, then the whole beauty of Srimati Radhika is there in their moods. That's why they're always on Srimati Radhika's side. Mahaprabhu heard from Ramananda further on, the nature of the Sakis is unparalleled and undescribable. Never does the thought of finding their own happiness in an intimate meeting with Sri Krishna ever appear within their minds. The happiness they experience by arranging the solitary meeting of Sri Radhika and Krishna, except as being millions of times greater than what they would experience by being with Sri Krishna directly. So there are 5 types of Sakis, 5 types of gopis. Saki, first type Saki. Those are general, I mean, not general, they're on Krishna's side. Krishna's side. That is Vrinda, that is Kundalata. Vrinda, not so little, not so general. She's on Krishna's side. We can see Tulsi leaf on Krishna's lotus feet. Even Mahaprabhu's, because he's Krishna after all. But not Radhika's. No, because Tulasi Krishna Preyasi, Namo Namo Krishna Preyasi. Here you go. Because she's Saki. We never sing Krishna Preyasi about Rupa Goswami, Rupa Manjari. Never forget. But Saki, then Nitya Saki. So Nitya Sakis are on the side of Srimati Radhika already. There are many of them. And the best of them are called Pranasakis. So Pranasakis, so Nitya Sakis and Pranasakis are Manjaris. They're on Srimati Radhika's side. They're Srimati Radhika's maidservants. So Pranasakis are most prominent. Out of most prominent, the most prominent are Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, let us say. So very humbly, because Srila Rupa Goswami is the author of Ujjvala Nilamani, he doesn't mention his name. Right, he's saying about others. But we know that Rupa Manjari, by our Guru Parampara, that Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari are most important from Prana Sakis. And then Priya Sakis are very close to Radha and Krishna both. And Lalita, Vishaka, etc. Priya Narma Sakis, most important. Sakis of Srimati Radhika, the 8 most important. That's why we mark 8 first beads. You have to mark 8 first beads by some thread. So those are Lalita, Vishaka, Chitra, Champakalata, Rangadevi, Sudevi, Induleka, Tungavidya. So 108. And first 8 are those 8 Srimati Radhika's Sakis. So those described here are Nitya Sakis and Prana Sakis, especially Prana Sakis, especially Shri Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari. So when we meditate on Radha on Krishna, we never meditate on Krishna alone. Krishna is always with his associates. So we have to choose in this process of especially Raganuga Bhakti, you have to choose one associate of Krishna, Radha and Krishna, whom you follow. So who is that for us? Shri Rupa Manjari, Rupa Goswami. That's why we, like mad, run every morning to his Samadhi, Radha Damodar Mandir. Yes, we're very lucky. It's so direct. In this Sangha, it's so direct. Other Sanghas listen to different things during Kartik, or they don't celebrate Kartik or celebrate like every 3rd year, many things. But every Kartik, to go run every morning like mad, Srila Rupa Goswami's Samadhi, that is something extraordinary. Not every Sangha does that. So very important. So that's why something else. Anyway, the nature of Sakis is unparalleled, undescribable. Never does. So they don't want their happiness. Never. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is Kamala Manjari actually, he's writing in his bhajan, Shri Krishna Viraha, there's one bhajan, Shri Krishna Viraha. I hate the idea of Radhika suffering without Krishna in separation. I want rather Krishna to be suffering without Radhika. That's the mood. Let Krishna be suffering. So therefore I will do everything in order for their meeting to take place. Everything, possible and impossible. Impossible becomes possible. So for Shri Guru's happiness, disciple will do that, because Guru Nikunjayuna Ratikele Sri Guru is situated in the Kunja, and he's serving Srimati Radhika there. So for that Guru, I'll do anything, everything. So in that same way, as various sakis of the leaves, twigs, and flowers, leaves, twigs, flowers take shelter of this desire-fulfilling tree, so they take shelter of Srimati Radhika, the great vine of devotion. So what they're doing, they're sprinkling the kripa with the nectar of Krishna's pastimes, and they become happier than if someone sprinkles them directly. They sprinkle themselves. They don't need being sprinkled, because automatically it comes on them also. Yeah, like a gardener sprinkles something, and then that comes on him automatically, unintentionally. Everybody wants to feel fresh, you know? But when you help others, then freshness comes. It's more or less material example, as far as possible. In Govinda Lilamrita, Shri Jayadev Goswami is saying, Sakya Shri Radhakaya Vrajakumuda, Sakya Shri Radhikaya Vrajakumuda Vidor Hladini. Sakya Shri Radhikaya Vrajakumuda Vidor Hladini Nama Shakti. Sharamsa Prema Valya Kishalaya Dala Pushpadi Tulya Siktaya Krishna Lilamrita Rasanila Nichayar Ullasantyam Amushyam Jatullasam Swasakachata Gunam Adhikam Santiyatan Chitram. The Sakyas of Raja are similar to Shri Radha. They are all essential parts of Vraja Kumuda Chandra Hladini, or pleasure potency, known as Srimati Radhika, personification of his internal energy. So, when the nectar of Krishna's pastimes is showered on the supremely blissful Shri Radhika, all the gopis experience the pleasure 100 times more than if they were showered themselves. That is not at all surprising, because they're fully devoted to Srimati Radhika. Those are Nitya and Prana Sakyas Manjaris. Main of them, Rupa Manjari, Rati Manjari, okay? Understand who will follow, why. So, although the Sakis do not possess even the slightest desire to enjoy themselves with Sri Krishna directly, still Radhika makes an active effort to enable them to meet with him. She sends the gopis to Krishna, employing a great variety of clever ruses, as well as inspiring his heart with the desire to meet them. At such times, she enjoys a happiness 10 million times greater than the happiness she experiences when directly meeting with him. So that's what's going on. They have no intention, but Radhika still pushes them, because they're non different from her. So, why is the love of gopis so pure? Because that is called transcendental kama, transcendental lust. Krishna is Kamadev. He is the Lord of transcendental lust or prema. So the gopis are experiencing that kama in their heart. Premaiva goparamanam kama ityagamat pratham ityuddhavadayo piyatam vanchanti bhagavat priya. The prema of the beautiful maidens of Raj is known as kama or lust. However, by constitution, that prema has no mundane lust in its makeup. It is for this reason that Uddhava and other devotees of the Lord also desire that prema. So we visited Uddhava Kyari, you remember? How Uddhava saw Gopi's love, and he felt himself to be an insignificant insect at the foothills of the golden mountain of Gopi's prema. Vande Nanda Vrajestrinam Padarena Babishnasha Yasat Harikathodgitam Tibhuvanatrayam. No, I am offering my dandavats. Finally, he said, speechless. I'm offering my dandavats to the lotus feet of those Vrajagopis, those simple village girls, who are, although being non-educated, are the object of glorification of all great thoughtful persons all over the universe, all over the worlds, everywhere. No. Then finally he quotes, he says in other verse, Ayam Shriyango Nitantarate Prasada Swaryoshitana Gandarucham Kutonya Rasotseve Sebajadanda Takanta Abdashisham Udagadvraja Sundarinam. No, I'm offering my dandavats to those ladies of Raj who are completely selfless. Ayam Shriyango Nitantarate Prasada. And their pure love is so pristine, that Krishna was taking them in his embrace. His vine-like hands were around their waists like this. That is the privilege which is not available for any heroines. What to speak of, this world. Even in spiritual world, no ladies of Mathura, no queens of Dwaraka, not even Sita Devi. No such embrace. What to speak of damsels of heavenly kingdom, whose bodies emanate great aroma. What to speak of these mundane ladies who are like monkeys comparing to ladies of higher planets. They need to use some perfumes, terrible smell otherwise. So Krishna, therefore, is naturally attracted to them. So at the end of Gopi Gita, when the gopis were anticipating meeting with Krishna, and they were desperately singing his glories, they were desperately playing his role. I am Krishna, I am Krishna. So they were covered, avesha. I am Krishna. Each of them were playing her own role. But since motherly affection is contrary to what gopis were experiencing, Yogamaya created a separate special gopi in the form of Yashoda, to play one Krishna's pastime, how Yashoda was binding him with rope. So Yogamaya created one gopi. I am Yashoda, she was saying. So some special gopi, which was like technical, let us say, because they were not able to violate the type of madhurya affection. So at the end of Gopi Gita, they were anticipating putting Krishna's lotus feet to their breast, and they said, Yatte sujata charanamburaham staneshu bhita shanai priya dadimahi karkasheshu tenata vimata sitat vyadate nakim svit kurpadibhir brahmatidhir bhavad ayusham. So, O Krishna, your divine feet softer than a lotus, we anticipate, to be putting on our breasts. Our breasts are so hard, harsh, and your lotus feet are so gentle. When you walk, you put your feet on some thorns all over the forests of Raj, where you go with your cows and calves. So it's good cows and calves have hooves naturally given by the Lord. But Krishna's feet are so gentle, and he refuses to wear shoes. Initially, Nanda and Yashoda were telling him, oh, Krishna, we'll give you shoes. No, cows walk without shoes. They have hooves anyway. No, they have no shoes, so I will not be wearing shoes. That's why gopis are lamenting, oh, Krishna's feet are so gentle. They're like sweetest of nectar. I don't know, nothing to compare with. So, and we're about, how will you put, we know that you will be happy putting them on our breast, but how? We cannot think of that. Simply the thought of this sets our hearts spinning, causing us to fall in a swoon. Oh Krishna, Shama Sundar, Prananat, possessor of our lives, will only for your sake we're yours, we're yours, we're yours. Tavai vasmi, tavai vasmi. So, that is called Samartha-rati. So there are 3 types of rati. Oh, now see. No, it's not moving. Okay, good. I have to speak myself. So there are 3 types of rati, of heroines, different heroines. The Krishna is the hero, and the female devotees are heroines. So Sadharani means general, Samanjasa means proper, and Samartha means capable. What does it mean? Sadharani means general. When Krishna went to Mathura, he met Kubja. Kubja was a hunchback lady, and she invited Krishna to her home. She wanted to enjoy. And Krishna gave her mercy. He stepped on her foot and held her chin like this and told her, Sundari, your beauty. And she became beautiful. All her hunch was gone. All of her discrepancies in the body were gone. So she became a beauty. So she accepted Krishna in her home. At the end of the day, he came there and satisfied her desires. So her desires were selfish. That's why it is called Sadharani, means general. But the queens of Vraja are different. They have proper behavior. They are chaste wives. But they still divide their love between 9 sons and 1 daughter. 10 children. I think 10 sons and 1 daughter.
The queens of Dwarka.
Oh, yeah. Mahishis. 10 sons and 1 daughter from... Bad mathematician, you know. Anyway, between so many children, let's say. Okay, I will tell later. Somebody write in the comments. I think 9 sons and 1 daughter, no? And 10 sons and 1 daughter. Anyway, many sons and 1 daughter for sure. From each and of 16,108, that is no mistake. 16,108 wives. So their rati, or their loving attraction to Krishna, is called samanjasa. Samanjasa means proper. Samanjasa. But they divide to other parts of their children. But the gopis' love is totally samartha. Samartha means capable. Capable to do what? To control Krishna. To control Krishna, especially Srimati Radhika. So Krishna is observing all types of heroines all over the world. And she's giving them blessing. Okay. But they're not able to control him. Krishna will never fall down before any of them. But in Seva Kunj, Krishna becomes the Sevak, the servant of Srimati Radha Thakurani. Even Krishna wants to serve Radharani in Vrindavan. That is the amazing position of Vrindavan. That's why Vrindavan is so glorious. So these are all teachings of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. You see? That's why he's saying Rama, Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakura, Rama Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu. The young brides of Vraj are demonstrating the highest love. Highest love is in their hearts. That is Mahaprabhu's teaching. So most important, when Gurudev was drilling devotees with this shlok, in walking with the saint, there are some places where Gurudev is saying, you say aradhyo bhagavan, this verse. One devotee is saying, okay, what Gurudev always, what is the meaning? What is the meaning? So she's saying, everything but the most important. No, you missed the most important thing. What is that? Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadu Vargyana Kalpita. That one. That most exalted devotion is within the hearts of Vrajavadus, means young brides of Vraj, means Vraja Gopis. They're able to control Krishna with their love. That's what's the essence of that verse, actually. And finally, what? Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam. Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam. Amalam means spotless. Purana. There are 18 Puranas, 18 historical narration books. 6 of them sattvic, 6 of them rajasic, 6 of them tamasic. For example, Shiva Purana is tamasic, we don't read. It says that Shiva is Supreme Personality of Godhead, for those people. And the Rajasic Puranas we also don't touch. But Sattvic Puranas we see. From other Puranas, we choose the most important things. Vishnu Purana says Vishnu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Narayana, because he's Aja, he is not born. So in Sri Sampradaya, Vishnu Purana is the main scripture. In Sri Sampradaya, Ramanujacharya. So we take essential shlokas from there, but we don't take the conception that Krishna is an avatar of Vishnu. We don't take, you see. And Padma Purana also we use a lot. Garuda Purana, those are Sattvic Puranas, but Bhagavat Purana or Srimad Bhagavatam is most important because it's the cream of all devotional scriptures, the highest pivot of all Vedic knowledge. So that is Bhagavata Purana. Pramanam Amalam, the greatest Praman is Srimad Bhagavatam. So yesterday we were mentioning that in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, the sages asked 6 questions. They asked Maharaj Parikshit. They asked Sutta Goswami. Yeah, 6 questions. One of them, 6, was after Krishna's disappearance, where has dharma or religious principles taken shelter? So Sutta Goswami answered by quoting Shukadev Goswami, his master. He heard from him. Krishna esvadhama pagate dharma jnana dibisaha kalo nashta drisham esha puranarko dhunoditaha. So in that verse, it said, that verse is quoted. You can open any Srimad Bhagavatam volume, it's right on the cover, When Krishna stepped out to his abode in Goloka Vrindavan, he left Srimad Bhagavatam. And this Srimad Bhagavata Purana is brilliant as the sun. And that it has arisen just after the departure of Krishna to his own abode. So it's left as literary incarnation. In this verse it's described. So since it's Krishna, the bhakti is there, jnana, vairagya automatically there, religion, knowledge, renunciation, everything is there. So persons who lost their vision became blind to the effect of Kali Yuga, ignorance, age of Kali, get light from this Purana. That's the sun. So even a blind person can feel the sun, can touch for some reason. Even the person who will not be chanting Hare Krishna can take some prasad, he or she can appreciate, can instantaneously say Krishna this, Krishna that. So it's very good. Not completely blind, he can feel, he can appreciate. So that is the position of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then at the end of Srimad Bhagavatam, glories of Bhagavatam are given. So, Nimnaganam yatha Ganga Devanam Achyuto yatha Vaishnavanam yatha Shambhu Purananam Idam tatha. In the same way, as Ganga is the greatest of rivers, Lord Achyuta supreme amongst the deities, and Lord Shambhu, Shiva, is the greatest of Vaishnavas. That's the proof that Lord Shiva is a Vaishnava, not Supreme Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam is the greatest of Puranas. In that verse it said. So,
what sloka is that?
It's the one of the last in Bhagavatam, 12th canto, 13th chapter. Kshetranam cheva sarvesham yatha kashi yanuttama tatha purana vratanam Srimad Bhagavatam dvija. In the same way as the city of Kashi is an excellent, unexcelled amongst holy places, Srimad Bhagavatam is supreme amongst the Puranas. And the famous verse also at the end, Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam Yad Vaishnavanam Priyam Yasmin Paramahamsyamekam Amalam Jnanam Param Giyate Tatra Jnana Vairaga Bhakti Sahitam Naishkarmyam Avishkritam Tachrinvan Supatan Vicharana Paro Bhakti Avimuchin Naraha. This Srimad Bhagavatam Pramanam Amalam is the spotless Purana. So from here, Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakura has written his words, just quoting. He's most dear to the Vaishnavas because he describes the pure and supreme knowledge of Paramahamsas. Paramahamsa Samhita, it's called. It's for the Paramahamsas. But ordinary people have the whole tendency to become Paramahamsa. Why not? It's within us. We should not be thinking that we're just rubbish, that we cannot become Paramahamsa. No. We have to become saints, Paramahamsas, by listening Srimad Bhagavatam. Because alike, what's that? Alike attracts alike. Right? You become, those who you follow, you become like that by association. So if you're a duck at the moment, crack, crack, by following the swans, you'll become a swan. By not copying, but not imitating, but taking after their behavior, walking in their footsteps, then you'll become one of them. So Bhagavatam reveals the means for becoming free from all material work. Enough working. Okay, some people stop working and go online. Anyway, it's work. Anyway, it's karma. But it has to be given up, ultimately, So the perfection of renunciation. Because Gurudev was saying to us, like that verse, Ananyaschintayanta majana paripasite tesham nitya bhayuktanam yogakshamam vahamyam. You remember it? What is the meaning? Purushottam.
For one who's my devotee, I carry what he lacks and I preserve what he has.
Ananyaschintayantamam. Can you elaborate? Ananyaschintayantamam?
One pointed one is.
Yeah, one pointedly serving me. Ananya Bhakti. Then I carry out his duties. Yeah. So, like the Brahman Arjuna Mishra, remember? Krishna brought to him all of his. You remember the story? Krishna brought on his own shoulders. He brought Arjuna Mishra, Brahman. Krishna on his shoulders brought everything. You remember that story? No, I have to tell because all Russians know that. So there was a Brahmana, Arjuna Mishra, his name was, and he was very poor. So his wife was very unhappy. But anyway, he was also reading some commentaries on Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. So one day he went for collecting alms in the morning. Nothing given. There was some epidemic. So many dead people. So all homes were polluted. So if somebody dies, you cannot give alms. So all the doors were shut. Nobody gave anything. So he returned home. So 2 or 3 days in a row like this. So next morning, they're fasting, not eating anything. So the following morning, he sat at Bhagavad Gita. He had a red ink and a pen, and he was underlining most important places there. And he was describing them, giving comments. But at certain, so when he reached that verse, 922, he said, no, it cannot be. Then I, remove what is tesham nitya bhayuktanam yogakshanam vahamyaham. I remove whatever is impeding, and I bring on my shoulders whatever is lacking. No, I cannot believe. Probably somebody wrote it after. That was an interpolation. Somebody just put it in. I cannot believe, It must be some mistake by text copier. Krishna cannot bring on his own shoulders because he never brought anything to me, and we're starving, we're dying, And he emotionally took and crossed 3 times Kshamamyaham, those words. On myself I bring. 1, 2, 3. Threw the pen, went collecting. Again nothing. Coming back home, the wife opens the door, has enough of everything. 1 pot of rice, 1 pot of dal, lots of vegetables, even some milk and something else. And the wife is cooking. Who has brought that? You don't know who brought that? You have loaded the poor child with all these things, all these items. What child didn't know anything? What's she speaking about? But actually, while he was out, there was a knock on the door. Who's there? Oh, please, oh, Mata, Guru Ma, wife of my Guru. My Guru, your husband, has told me to bring you this. Look. Oh, I cannot open, because she was giving her chadar, she was covering her upper part to her husband. They didn't have any cloth even to cover themselves. I cannot open. So Krishna, by his hand, gave her, okay, you take this. Oh, that was Krishna, sorry, I disclosed. So that wonderful boy, gave her. So. Excuse me, children, I disclosed it too early. So anyway, that was actually Krishna. Yes. So he gave her cover. So she covered herself, properly, and then opened the door, and he unloaded everything, put at the doorstep. Oh, Lala, you please go play a little bit, I'll just cook everything. Krishna disappeared. But before disappearing, he did something, one special task. When Brahman Arjuna Mishra approached his manuscript, he saw that those 3 lines disappeared. Yes, oh, cruel person, he loaded you with all of that. Not only that, he scratched my back, look. He scratched my back. 3 red lines on his back. I think it was back. Yeah. Yes. Oh, such a cruel man. What does he think he is, So, okay, Lala, you play a little bit. I'll prepare for you. So she started cooking. And Krishna disappeared. And then Arjuna Mishra approached the manuscript. Okay, understood who that was. Oh, lady, you are most fortunate in the 3 worlds. Bhagavan himself, Sakshat Bhagavan, came to you and gave you his darshan. Crossed out those 3 lines. So Gurudev was saying, don't worry. Krishna will break the ceiling and load you with those dollars, So, Hare Krishna, money. Nitai, give me money, my lord. Nitai, give me money. Nitai, guna money. Nitai, give me money. So we're singing that. That is, don't worry. Don't worry about money. Worry about bhakti. Gurudev was saying like this. So, so becoming free from all material work. That's what we're saying. So Arjuna Mishra was free from material work. Mahaprabhu came to Srivas Thakur. You remember the story with 3 claps? You remember? No? You remember. So Srivas Thakur had 2 houses, one in Navadvip, one in Kumarahata. So when Mahaprabhu, I think he was already sannyasi, he came to the house of Srivas Thakur in Kumarahata when he visited Navadvip. He went to Kumarahata, Srivas Thakur's house. And he noticed Srivas Thakur is fasting, and the whole family fasting. There's nothing in the house. And Mahaprabhu said, oh, Srivas, you're grihasta. You have to take care of your family. You need to provide for their facilities. And Srivas going. 1, 2, 3. Oh, can you explain your 3 claps? First, if on the first day we have nothing, we're fasting. If on the second day we have nothing, we're continuing to fast. And on the 3rd day the Lord doesn't give anything, then we are taking, each and every member of the family, stone on our chest, on the rope, and we're going to drown ourselves in the Ganga. Oh Srivas, I'm proclaiming bravely today, loudly, that even Lakshmi Devi will go begging, but everything will be enough in your house. I'm proclaiming. Mahaprabhu bless Srivas like this. So no worries about. So generally, devotees have everything, You cannot see much devotees starving, No. In Vrindavan, no problem. Everybody gives food. But even in other places, devotee is not starving.
But Maharaj, we had stories like, for example, with Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada.
Yes, you speak to the world.
That time Bhakti Pragan Kesa Goswami Maharaj, they didn't have anything, they would eat off the floor and.
No. He was doing that deliberately. That was his vrata. During Chaturmas, he was doing like that. Also, before taking shelter of his Gurudev, Shila Gaur-Kishore Das Babaji, it was like that. So these are some extreme cases. Those are voluntary, actually. But Shila Param Gurudev, Shila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, in the mud there was nothing, but they were happy. And when Prabhupada came and saw that they didn't have any leaf plates even, they were eating off cement floor, they saw Prabhupada were just practicing vairagya, with renunciation. But we're happy, no problem. Even that. Devotees are happy. So, together with the process of transcendental knowledge, renunciation, and devotion, anyone who seriously tries to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, who properly hears and chants it with devotion, becomes completely liberated like Parikshit Maharaj. And you could hear from the mouth of Pujapat Madhusudan Maharaj those stories from Bhagavat Mahatmya about Bhakti Devi and about Gokarna and Dundukari. How Dundukari became liberated, becoming a ghost, and he became liberated, like those stories. So, and the final thing we didn't discuss yesterday, somehow or other I forgot about it, the last item in this verse, Prema Pumartha Mahan. Prema Pumartha Mahan. Srimad Bhagavatam proclaims the fifth and the highest goal of human life, Prema, pure love. There are four goals of human life, you remember? Ordinarily. Kama, Artha, Dharma, Moksha. Yeah, so Kama means sense enjoyment. Artha means economic development for sense enjoyment. Kama, Artha, Dharma means religiosity, worshipping demigods, doing karma kanda processes like this. And Moksha, liberation. That's the highest attainment people may have amongst the four. But that is also a material goal, actually, because you want your personal happiness. You try to melt the Supreme Absolute, which is not possible to do. But Prema is the highest engagement, the highest attainment for the soul. And that is proclaimed by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. So Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu Matamedanta Tradhara Napara. So these are the features of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. There's nothing above that. There is nothing, anything else cannot be counted amongst the items of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings. So this verse is for everyone to know, to learn. Aradhyo Bhagavan, Aradhya Bhagavan, on page 14, 1-4. In the very beginning, it's like ABC, so we have to know that. In one verse, Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Thakura characterized. So tomorrow evening we will be discussing something about Bhajana Rahasya, I think so, because we talked this morning with Asim Prabhu so nicely. I was really, how to say, encouraged to speak something, because that will be like an announcement for a hypothetical next year's seminar, Bhajana Rahasya. So I have to speak about that scripture a little bit, to have the some synopsis, some introduction. So, Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki jai, Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti Pada ki jai, Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga ki jai, Paramaraditam Guru Pad Padma ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari. So tomorrow we'll continue our introductory program at the at the park, at Hut House at the park, and then tomorrow evening again we'll meet. This meeting for devotees. So now we'll do Arati, but before that, Kirtan. Asim Prabhu, you want to sing Hare Krishna?
Yeah.
Yes, please. You can give me a mic. Yeah, so this will stop and we can give just the broadcast mic. This long cord you extend?
I'll just sit over there.
I sit over here. Okay. Mental piece. A touch.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo, Nitai Gaura Gaura Premanande,
Radhe Radhe. Jai.